Time since you've won a game north of Birmingham, so that's one record to put to bed.
I believe so, yeah. I think it's been 12 months or so, but yeah, it's tough places to come. You know, it's a long journey, it's a long way. It's a team who are scrapping, and yeah, we got the 3 points, which was, I think, very important. Obviously,
Most pleasing thing, other than the result itself?
clean sheet, obviously, but to bounce back from last week. You know, when we've had a long hard week, we've looked at the DVD last week. We've had some good training sessions, some good meetings to try and work out what went wrong last week, and we've certainly not overreacted, because it's easy to look like a poor side when you're 3-0 down. There's some good bits to take out of last week, but we've managed to bounce back from playing poorly last week. We've not played as well as we can, we've not played as well as we will, but we've got the all-important first victory.
The nub of the midfield was you went narrow today, didn't you?
Yes, we did. We brought Jason Taylor back in. He's a good organiser. He's a tough defensive midfielder who's just popped up in the 6-yard box and got the winning goal.
But you took your flair players, your wider players out of it, and played with that three of Penn, Richards and Deering ahead of Taylor. But in a sense, that made the spine of the team much more solid.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's pluses and minuses for different formations that you can play. We've got a good squad. We keep saying it, and if Jermaine Glasson sat on your bench, you're obviously doing something right. And we were quite narrow, but we've worked at getting width in that system when we need to, with the full backs and the wider of the central midfielders. But yeah, it worked well, I suppose.
We had a texter today who said, "Are we ready yet for 4-4-2?" implying that this formation was more effective.
Yeah, it's something that we talk about, that we've been talking about for seasons. It's great having an extra man in the middle of the park and playing three in there, but you tend to miss having an extra forward on the pitch as well. So it's something that a lot of clubs, keep working on to decide which way the best way of playing is. But yeah, we had two forwards on the pitch, and an extra man in the midfield as well.
And actually, those forwards, to be fair today, because defences were largely on top, didn't get an awful lot of change out of the Accrington back four.
No, I thought there was, first half especially, I thought there was two teams who's not started the season well, desperate to try and do well, but not really showing much quality. But and because of that, I think the forwards were sort of just feeding on scraps a little bit. But I thought the longer the game went on, after half time, the longer the game went on, I thought we were getting in control and just starting to show little bits of the kind of football we can play. But yeah, it was good timing to get the goal, and I think it's second half performance especially, we thoroughly deserved the win.
You've just nipped the start of the season in the bud, in a sense. It hasn't got too far away from you before you've got a win, and now you have effectively a night out to look forward to at West Ham.
Yeah, it's true that Tuesday's it's almost a free game now. The lads can go there, we'll do our best, you never know what can happen, but they can really go there and enjoy it and hopefully relax and express themselves and do the club proud.
Do you think you'll get room to play there?
I don't know. I mean, they've got so many good players. I don't know what system they'll play. How have they gone on today? At Newcastle?
No, not sure actually.
No. So they
0-0.
They drew 0-0, did they? Someone just said in your ear. Yeah, it's going to be an incredibly tough game, but it's one of those occasions where you can really go and enjoy yourself. And the supporters, they've been up to Accrington today. They'll probably go to Gig Lane tomorrow, and to go to Upton Park, sandwiched in between. It's it costs a hell of a lot of money, but it's a good reward for them to visit a Premiership ground like that.
Is there a sense of relief at being off and running in terms of your league wins now?
I think so, because it's if you don't win your first game, people start saying, when's that first win going to come? And it took now 4 games, so it's no big deal, if you know what I mean, that we've not won yet. It's more about performances for me at the moment. It's you can nick a scrappy win, but ultimately over the season, it's your performances that get the win. So I thought we played very well against Burton. I thought we did okay against Chesterfield. I thought we were excellent against Crawley. So it's still so early in the season that you can take a lot of credit from the positives you pick from games.
And just nasty from me, Billy Jones had a part in the reserve game midweek. He wasn't on the bench today. Was that because there was no room for him on the bench, or was because he wasn't fit?
No, he's fit. Yeah, he's fit. He just wasn't able to make it into the 18. He's travelled up with us. He's been a massive part of us, and we had a little huddle before the game, and we could only have the, at the end of the warm up, and there's only the 18 players in the huddle. But I just said to him, it's about the 18 on the pitch here today, and Billy Jones stood over there. You don't get results by the 11 players on the pitch who start, winning the game. It's about knowing that your mate's back in the dressing room and on the bench, and the other great pros like Billy Jones are out involved today.
Thanks, Neil.
Cheers.
Jason Taylor, some people might have thought his time at the club was coming to an end because he wanted to go out on loan if he wasn't going to play, and he was. But now he's come in today, and suddenly it can change very quickly, can't it, for him?
We've been saying that to everybody. I do feel sorry for players at this early stage of the season when they've gone through all the hard work of pre-season for 6 or 7 weeks, and then they don't see themselves in the starting 11, and you can have been there as a player myself, and you do think it's the end of the world, and your future might not be at a certain club, and you need to go out and get games, and it's a natural reaction, but it's sort of up to me and the gaffer, I think, to sort of see beyond that, look beyond that, and realise that we have got to get a squad together, and we can only play 11, and he's done everything right around the place, Tails, when he's not been playing on the training grounds, in the dressing room, and he's got his reward today, and I think it was very fitting that he got the winning goal.
Yeah, and talking about patience, Keith Lowe's had to be patient a bit over the last few seasons, but he's been pushing, hasn't he, all the way through pre-season. He must have been close to starting the season, and he got his chance today and was good again.
Absolutely, yeah. He's probably one of the most reliable players we have in the squad, Keith, and he probably played about 30 odd games last season, which he wants to be playing more, and I understand he wants to be playing more, but he's in the team at the moment. It's up to him now to keep his place. Yeah,
and clean sheet from you from a defensive point of view. I know you and Mark are a team, but you do a lot of defensive work, don't you? How pleased though just to get that first clean sheet?
Yeah, because we've not really looked like keeping a clean sheet yet. As good as we were against Crawley, we still conceded 3. Conceded 3 last week. So, it always gives you a base if you can, keep things tight at the back. It always gives you a chance, and Scott Brown's been excellent for a season and a half now, and he's been really good this season. But he's been letting goals in.
Yep.
So we've managed to tighten things up, and he's deserved his clean sheet.
Yeah, Jamie Cureton, do you think he's close now? Has he got a chance for West Ham? Or do you think more likely the next couple of league games?
Yes, he won't be available for West Ham.
Right.
But he's working so hard, and he's coming on nicely.
Yeah.